Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to the comedy extravaganza that is The Adventures of E. Strap yourselves in because in this podcast we dive into hilarious personal stories, mishaps, and everyday life. From the awkward encounters at the grocery store to trying to adult in a world that seems determined to trip us up at every turn. So whether you're listening during your commute or just kicking back with a cup of coffee, get ready to laugh until your sides hurt. Here's your host, Elissa.
Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of The Adventures of E with myself, Elissa, and...
Your partner in crime.
Okay, Batman. Simmer down.
To the Batcave.
For Gotham! So, everybody, just so you know, so you can giggle along with us, Jason's super new to TikTok.
Yes, very much so.
Like,
I'm trying to do my best with it.
No, you're doing really good.
Yeah.
But, like, the older videos that were real catchy that all of us remember, I'll now quote them or whatever, like that one.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? And I'm like, oh, it's on TikTok. I'll have to show you later.
Yeah.
I'm having to explain things to him now.
And it's the special needs cat with, like, the crazy...
Snaggletooth.
Crazy,
For Gotham.
For Gotham.
Well, and I quoted one not long ago about, look at my fancy butthole. And he stopped and he goes, what?
Do what?
And I was like, it's on TikTok. Calm down. It's not me just saying that.
Yeah, it was
was
very
weird.
It was very awkward.
One of our dogs was doing downward dog, and that's why I said it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little... And I was like, what? That's weird.
I was like, never mind.
That's weird.
Forget it. So anyway.
So it's been a few weeks. We have moved to the bi-weekly schedule, and I think that's... Honestly, I think that's been...
It's been really nice.
Yeah.
I won't lie. Like, I've missed everybody, and I've missed coming in, the studio and things like that, but it's been nice.
Yeah, to have that little bit of break.
Yeah.
And, we appreciate everybody that's, reached out and given us support. And
Absolutely.
positive vibes and everything. We did have a couple people be like, no.
Right. And then we met Mike, our friend Mike and Caitlin.
Yep.
We met his parents, which... They were a hoot and a half.
They're phenomenal. They're great people.
But his dad was asking me when he figured out that was us and Mike had done it before and all that. He was talking to me about it, and I was telling him, he asked how many episodes we had or how often we did it or something like that.
Yeah.
I said, usually every week, but right now we're kind of taking a break. We're doing it every other week, and then we're going to take a break over the holidays. And he was like, well, don't do that. And I was like, trust me, there's 31 other episodes to listen to. You've got plenty of material.
Yeah, you've got plenty of material to catch up on.
Because he's like, I'm going to figure out how to use that podcast app just to listen to this.
Yeah, which is pretty legit.
Yeah, I bring out the best in older people, let's be honest.
You do. You do.
It's
I don't know
questionable.
why or how.
They love me.
Yeah. Like just random people.
Like Jason couldn't believe that his grandma cussed. She did around me.
Yeah.
And he was...
Both my grandmothers.
Well, right. But he was like, no, she doesn't. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I was making it up. And then she slipped one day in front of him and he goes, oh. I said, I told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
I remember the first time that I actually heard my grandmother, who's since passed, Mimi, she dropped the F-bomb one time. And I was like, what the hell?
You were so shocked, and I was just giggling because I've heard it before.
Yeah, and I was like, she never did that around us when we were kids.
I'm like, well, she does it around me, and I don't know why.
I think the worst thing I ever heard her say was like, damn or shit,
Yeah.
But she dropped a big old fuck, and I was like, what the?
He wasn't ready.
Yeah, who are you?
But yeah, so that's been fun.
Yeah, and that was a good time meeting them. They were interesting. The funny thing is, like, his mom, you... just call all of the people that you meet, the older people that you meet, Judy.
Yes, but that's not on purpose, actually.
I know it's not on purpose, and we've talked about it before,
Yeah.
When we were over at Jeremiah's house
Yeah.
for New Year's or whatever, when you met his sister's mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law,
Yeah.
and named her Judy, and nobody corrected me.
Yeah, and you just called her Judy all night long. Come to find out her name's what?
Mary.
Mary, yep.
But she has a sister named Judy.
Right. Yeah, it's just weird.
So Mike's mom went to tell me her name, and I was like, that's okay, you can be Judy 2.0, and she just started laughing.
Yeah, and then you told her the story, and then she
really laughed.
started laughing. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was very interesting, to say the least. It was
I
fun.
always get in those awkward situations, though, with older people, because I think I was raised around, like, my great-grandparents and my grandparents so heavily
Right.
that really try to be mindful of who I'm around, and my mouth and my language, because it can be terrible at times.
Which, speaking of that, like...
Well, that's what I was getting to. So I said something, and I stopped, and I looked at Mike's dad, and I said, can I cuss around you? Is that okay? Like, I was trying to be...
respectable.
Mindful, yeah. And he goes, well, I ain't your daddy. And I said, well, if you were, that'd be awkward. He died 24 years ago. Way to bring it up.
Yeah, and that got a laugh in the room, too.
He giggled, and we were fine after that.
Yeah, no, that was fun. That was a lot of fun meeting them.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Yeah, for sure.
We like older people.
Because we are secretly...
100 years old.
100 years
I
old.
like knickknacks. I like trinkets. I collect Pyrex.
We go antiquing. Yeah.
I like to be in bed by like 9:30.
Yeah. As of late, it's like 8:30.
Yeah, which is weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's I think it's a seasonal change. Like as it gets colder, you're just kind of like, and even me, like I get tired and I'm just like, whew, I gotta go to bed.
Well, I fell asleep on the couch the other night. Granted, we were having a fire, and I was just like, it's gonna be like 10 o'clock. I'm going to bed. And Jason's like, Elissa said 7:40 p.m.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to bed.
She gone.
And I did. I sure did.
Yep.
It was great. I loved it.
So, all right. So we've had a lot go on over the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you want to start? I've got a list here for you.
I know. I see that.
Yeah. My lists. Everybody loves my lists.
Oh, my gosh. You love your list. That's who loves your list.
I do.
I don't know. Let's talk about... Actually, this is something I do want to talk about.
Okay.
So Jason and Mom have a favorite cashier at the grocery store.
Yep, sure do.
And I have heard about this for weeks.
Well, now, let me give you a little backstory. With me and Mom going to the grocery store, like, ritualistically, every Sunday morning, like clockwork.
Well, sometimes you guys will go on Saturdays as well.
Every once in a blue moon, yeah. But with us going, we typically have the same cashier that works on Sunday mornings. Her name's Terry. She's a little older lady. She's about 4.5 feet tall.
And I met her because when I used to go with you guys.
Little Spitfire, like just don't
just
give
super
a
nice.
shit,
just
but
nice.
super nice. Yeah. And we've been going and seeing her for like 3 years. Mm-hmm. So continue on.
So suddenly Terry wasn't there.
Yeah.
A little while back.
Yeah.
And Mom's like, I just know she got fired, and I'm so upset about it. And her and Jason are all into the grocery store drama.
Yeah.
So much so that the last time they went, Mom was like asking apparently all the cashiers, have you talked to her? Have you seen Terry?
Yeah, what's
Have
happened?
you heard from her?
What's going on?
Do you know what happened?
Yeah.
So finally somebody answered, and they're like, well, we haven't talked to her lately, but she's okay. She quit.
Yeah.
Mom's like, I knew it. I knew she did. She got upset, didn't she? She just ran her mouth. And they just looked at Mom and smiled, I guess. And she's like, I knew it. I knew it.
Yep. Because she was the type, she didn't give a shit. Like, she'd be standing in the cashier line, and we'd be checking out, and she'd be talking to us, and she's like, you'll never believe all the bullshit I've had to deal with this week. This is stupid. Just going off constantly. And she'd worked there like 20 years.
She probably did get fed up, though.
Yeah. After all that, yeah.
Yeah.
And I get it, as things change and new management and new this and new that. And,
It's rough times, right now, especially for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, speaking of a seasonal change.
Seasonal?
Yeah. I can't talk.
That's all right.
Seasonal change. We didn't even decorate for Halloween.
Nope, sure didn't.
What is wrong with us?
I don't think anything's necessarily wrong with us. I just think we're...
That's like my holiday.
Yeah,
and I didn't even care to decorate.
And we're not giving out candy.
No.
Nope, we're not doing that.
We're just kind of over it this year a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you were like, Christmas is your holiday. And you looked at me and you're like, I don't even think I want to do it.
Yeah, but we're also about a month out from when we would actually start decorating. So that may change. Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
That's weird for you to feel like that.
It's different. It's not like we have a lot of family come to our house, which oddly enough, we bought the house so we could have family to our house, but we don't have, family.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, long story short. Went down the rabbit hole there.
Woo!
But yeah, we just, what's the purpose? I look at it as, okay, why are we going to put up the 12 or 15 foot Christmas tree this year if it's just the three of us? And I know,
Just the three of us.
Right. And I know the man-child will probably come and visit and, you
Maybe,
know, for a few days or something like that around
We
the
can only
holidays.
hope. How
Yeah.
about
You know, but there's no real, I guess, reason. If I look at it logically, like instead of being emotional about it, being like, oh, the holidays and blah, 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 I just look at it more logically and I'm just like, why put in all this effort
that?
if there's not going to be a return on it? You know what I mean?
Right. And we have to, it's a struggle to get that 15-foot Christmas tree decorated.
Trust me, I know.
You have to go up and down a ladder.
12-foot
ladder.
ladder.
Move it around.
We bought a damn ladder.
Just for that tree.
Just for that tree.
That's
to decorate
how
that tree.
out of control this is.
Yeah. So, and then on the years when we didn't want to put it up, we went out and bought a 9-foot tree to be easier.
We're dumb. We're so dumb. Like, why do we do this?
And then I think we still have like 2 or 3 7-foot trees up in the attic too.
No, I think we got rid of. Well, I know we got rid of one of them for sure.
Yeah, we gave one away.
Yeah.
And then we've got 2 others, and then I think we've got a little 4-footer that
Oh
my
my gosh.
grandmother gave to me.
What is wrong with us?
I don't know. Like that's the thing. We could decorate a freaking mansion.
We have every bit of what, 250 village pieces?
Oh no, I mean not that many, but I mean no. I think I counted it once. I think it's like 70 actual like porcelain.
And we've
village
still
pieces.
bought at least another 10. We bought all the Charles Dickens ones.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those that we found at that
Yeah.
sale. I forgot because we never put them out.
Yeah, this is why we're 100 years old.
Well, shit.
Yeah,
I forgot
it's quite a
about those.
bit. So we've been talking about that and how we were struggling, and then Mom was like, "I have an idea.
What?
Let's watch my favorite movie as a kid."
Yeah. To try and
So-
get in the holiday season.
Yeah, we were like, okay. And we were like, I was like, what is it? Because I grew up watching old movies with my mom. I love them.
Yeah. And I did with my grandmother. Yeah.
Right. And being so much around my great grandparents, same.
Mhm.
So she's like, my favorite movie, The Ghost of Mr. Chicken.
Good old Don Knotts.
I've seen this movie, y'all, many times before. Oh, Jesus. That's who Jason is. That's who you are as an old man. You're Don Knotts karate chopping.
I'm the karate chop Don Knotts.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Help me. Lord, help me. We'll get back there. We'll circle back.
Andy?
Brenda?
Brenda?
So, anyway, we watched it, and we had a fire, and she was like a kid in a candy store over there, like smiling the whole time, giggling. And
laughing. Yeah, it was great.
And she kept looking at Jason, was like, if you don't like it, we can turn it off. He's like, it's fine. Like, we can watch it. And
Yeah.
she's like, if you don't want to watch it, it's fine. We can turn it off.
Well, and interestingly enough, it actually, once I started watching it,
You've seen it
I
before.
remembered that, and it brought back some childhood memories of my grandmother because she used to like quote Don
Mm-hmm.
Knotts from that movie being kind of like funny and like,
Yeah.
oh, I love Don Knotts when he was doing the karate chop and he's like, you know. So
You look like that meme of that kid with like a crayon, like, ah!
yeah. So it brought back those memories. So it was actually kind of cool to be able to experience that too. So it was a different experience for me.
We also make you watch other old movies for like
Yes.
Christmas, but
Yeah.
we'll leave that alone.
Yeah. Well, and you know, I don't even think you've watched The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, I have. I watched it once.
Have you?
I haven't watched Hocus Pocus.
No.
No,
Like
I've really been struggling, and I've kind of been on that cusp of getting sick. And everybody, like patient-wise, are now coming in with like the flu and pneumonia and COVID again.
COVID 13.0.
Yeah, and so I've been exposed to so much that I'm like,
Your immune system's just kind of run down.
yeah, and I'm just kind of like, ugh. And that's how I feel right now about everything. It's
Right.
not just decorating, but it's just everything.
yeah, you know, you do good just to get up and function and go through the day. And
I really do.
You know,
That's really sad sometimes, but
I-
that's true.
I get it. It's been rough as of late with the weather changes and everything. And hell, I mean, people that work with me, work for me, they've been sick and
Yeah.
their family's been sick. One of my guys, his wife has pneumonia. It's like,
It's really bad this year.
and she's like 22, 23.
I almost wonder too if it's not been some of the weather, but also, don't quote me, I could be wrong because this has been a few years, but Indiana's like the second highest state with histoplasmosis cases.
Yep.
And that they're finding is really like lowering people's like lung capacity and immune system, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So I find that interesting because it's just at the time that everybody's really plowing their fields now.
Yep.
And all that crap is in the air.
Yep. I mean, I've had a little bit of trouble breathing. And I mean, even the doctor that I see, I mean, he said that I most likely have that and scarring in my lungs from
You'd be
years of
surprised
living here.
how many patients really have it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Yeah.
fun little fact of the day.
Good times.
But speaking of being old, Jason and I were talking the other day because Jason has now become the man in the store that says, "Do you really need that? Okay. You better enjoy that bag of coarse sugar because it was $7." And then sets it down, and I'm like, oh, we've really become that person now.
I didn't say you better enjoy that bag of coarse sugar. That's not what I said. I said you better make it last.
And you better enjoy it. You better make it last.
Yeah, better make it last.
Like, since when did you become that old man?
Well, I mean, if you look at it from a financial aspect.
Oh, God, here we go.
Okay. You can buy a 10-pound bag of sugar for $7. Or you can get the special granulated decorative sugar.
Do you know what that's for, sir? That's for your apple turnover that I'm about to make in a few hours.
I know, and I'm excited about it. Don't get me wrong.
You sound ungrateful AF.
I am very grateful that you're going to bake it. I'm just saying, let's just make it last. Because, shit, that's $7 for a bag that's the size of my palm.
Oh, my God. He's also become the old man that... You gonna turn your turn signal on? You gonna turn your turn signal on? Nope. Oh, that model didn't come with one? Oh, yeah, cut that corner. Get that corner, girl.
Damn straight.
And I'm like, I finally looked at him and I said, I don't know if this is gonna last, if this is the old man you're turning into.
Yeah, she threatened to fucking divorce my ass.
That's not what I said.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I said. I didn't say the D word.
Uh-huh.
I did not. Have I ever? I don't do that.
I don't know if I can make this work long term if you're gonna be
and
an
I
old
giggled,
man like that.
But you were like...
Yeah, I was like, nope, you're stuck.
What'd you say? Not stuck, but what'd you say? Oh, you're locked in now. You ain't got nowhere to go.
Lock it up.
Yeah.
You're in it. In it to win it.
That's our life right there.
So, but hey, I look at it as it's better to have the commentary than road rage.
Speaking of road rage.
Oh, God.
You took the governor off my go-kart, didn't you?
Nope, not yet.
Oh, well. So the other night when I got to take it out on a test drive, a little spin, if you will, around the literally.
After I finally got all the stuff done to it, the ignition done, all that
and
other
it's
fun
dark
stuff.
out, and he's put a light on it.
Lights
that you can see from outer space, I'm pretty sure.
I wanted to make sure you could see everything.
I floored it.
Yeah.
And was not anticipating what I got into.
She go.
And I went to slow down, and my shoe got caught underneath the pedal. So I started trying to feather the brake, and I turned, and you hadn't tightened up the steering, and I hadn't turned yet.
Yeah.
I went around that corner on 2 wheels. And I know I did because I thudded down on the ground, and then my fat rear end had me stuck between those 2 bars, and I had to scoot back out.
It's a good thing that thing's got good suspension on it.
It's a good thing it was dark out. Nobody saw. So much so Jeremiah came walking over and was like, I heard it, and I saw a light, and I immediately knew it was you guys.
Well, no, he looked out the window of the house, and he saw these bright lights just go.
He said he heard, and it was
just
gone.
Shooting past the house.
So he walked over, and he took it for a test drive, and he was like, you ain't lying. That was fast.
Yeah, he come back. He almost like a ghost, like white as a sheet, like, holy shit.
Because it was cold out.
Yeah.
And, like, our eyes were burning.
Yeah. Watering, you know. Like tears of excitement.
I'm sure the neighbors are absolutely loving this go-kart fiasco.
I'm kind of enjoying that. Kind of like, hey, screw you guys.
Well, I mean, in our defense, they let their preteen teenagers drive around on golf carts around the neighborhood, which, hey, whatever. Yeah. I don't care.
But then they're blaring music, like super
some
loud.
Some of them have boat speakers on them, and they're blasting, like, not that I'm the most inappropriate person, but I have some appropriateness out in public to a certain extent, like that. I wouldn't, like, terrible songs, blasting it through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And just like...
little wop.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, just go away.
Yeah.
So now this is my payback.
Yep. Or they'll roll through with their UTVs like at 10 o'clock at night.
Yes, they do that too. So, I mean, it's just payback. Payback.
Yeah, fuck them.
I think we talked about we got a Super Nintendo.
Yes.
On vacation too. And Jason ended up buying me Mario Kart. First of all, the Super Nintendo Workshop.
Yep. Hopefully y'all saw that when I posted it on TikTok because I'm trying to step up my game with TikTok. I did.
Forgot them. So anyway, no, we played it the other night. Oh my God, we're so bad.
Horrible.
Like
I blame it on the wireless controllers. They have a little bit of a delay.
Do they? Are you sure it's not just you?
No, it's for sure us. It's for sure us.
It's us. We're so bad.
Horrible. Like you get me on Xbox, all right, cool. Playing Call of Duty, I can do that. But
there's no turn in that. You know what I mean?
But like 8-bit, 16-bit, Super Mario Kart, like what the hell?
We kept falling off the edge and dying. It took us forever to finish a race.
Yeah.
But we did it. It was fun times.
Yeah, it was good practice for your 2-wheel adventure.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
I kind of want to get you a mini bike now too.
I kind of want one.
Like an off-road
Actually, I
mini
just
bike.
want a dirt bike. Actually,
like an off-road mini bike. The big.
I don't
fat
want
tire
a mini one. I want a big one.
No, not. You are too small to get on a big one. You couldn't.
I am
touch
too
the ground.
big to get on a small one.
No. I'm talking about the ones with like the big tires.
Oh, okay, sure. I mean, I'll tear it up.
Yeah.
I don't care. Anything with wheels.
I know.
You know that.
But we got to find me a go-kart now.
Which we were working on.
Yeah.
We haven't had real great luck thus far.
No, like when we found yours, there was a ton of them listed.
It just kind of happened. It was perfect. We bought it. Bing, bang, boom, whatever. We're out of there. Yours, like, we're struggling to have people actually meet up or reply back.
Yeah, and like the good ones, they're wanting like stupid money for. It's like kind of ridiculous. I did find one up in Marion, and I showed it to you, and it's like got no front wheels, no motor. It's just a frame.
Yeah,
the guy still wants like $200-300 for it.
Yeah, we're like, no, thank you.
I'm like, I have spare parts, and I can build it, but at the same time, like
that's a little much.
Yeah, I'm just like, damn, I need to find one. I really want to find a 2-seater. You know why?
Why?
Because I want to have like a bucket of shit sitting next to me so I can throw it while we're
Oh,
driving.
I thought you were going to take Mom with you or something.
I mean, she could ride along.
That would be a sight to see.
She would freak out. Kind of like, remember when we took her in the Jeep off-roading?
Yeah, she'd probably be grabbing your face and like, it'd be a hot mess.
Yeah. I remember when we took her on the Jeep and that first time we went down that downhill.
I have that picture of her.
Oh my God. I thought she was going to die of a heart attack. Like,
she's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was crazy.
She was like, I can't. I was like, we have no other choice, Mom.
Yeah, we're not backing up. We're going down.
It's happening right now.
Yeah, so you better hang on.
Yeah, and she did for dear life.
Yeah, she did. Surprised she didn't break her fingers.
I'm really surprised.
So, but yeah, so the go-kart is moving and grooving. We are progressing. Had a conversation with Mike the other day. Mm-hmm. I really want to try and convince him because he had talked to his son-in-law, and we talked about this before, about getting the go-kart that he's got sitting over there because, he gave him his daughter, so rightfully so. Yeah, he even offered to pay him for it, too.
He thinks that's an even trade, which I think is funny.
Yeah. He offered to pay him for it, a couple $100 or whatever, and weeds growing up around it and all this other stuff. And I'm like, dude, I got the truck.
I know.
Let's just go run over there real quick at night, throw it in the bed, and disappear. He'll never know.
And he was like,
I know. He kind of pussyfooted on it. I was like, man, come on.
Yeah, I know. I was like, let's just do it. It'd be hilarious.
Let's make bad decisions as friends. Yeah.
And I was just like, do it.
I know. You were egging it on like crazy.
I'm terrible.
Funny thing is, I think his parents were even like, you should just go do it.
Yeah, they were like, just go get it, man.
Yeah, that's stupid. Just go.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
His parents totally got on our side.
Hell yeah.
Again, parents love me. What can I say? Well, we've been thinking about other things to do, too. And I've seen this trend before, and I think it's hilarious where you go, like I've seen it where people go on vacation or they're going to brunch or whatever, where they all each open up a T-shirt and you have to wear it. And it's like usually super embarrassing.
Inappropriate, like it says, I love cocks or,
Yes. Yeah. So I want to do that with our friend group, and I'm going to pick out all the T-shirts for everybody.
Okay. I'm in for that. Okay. But where would we go? That's the question.
I think we could go to like a local bar around like downtown Muncie, like during the daytime, like around lunchtime.
I don't think it should be a bar. I think it should be a more upstanding establishment.
No, I don't want to get thrown out of anywhere. Yes. Listen, I'm a rebel, but I ain't like that.
It should be a little bit nicer establishment. Yeah.
No.
I think it would be perfect, especially if we could parade back from the bathrooms.
Well, and somebody's going to have to record it.
Well, yeah.
Because it'll be hilarious.
Hey, I got the cameras. We're good.
Well, good. So that's my other idea.
Yeah. So what are some of the things you think you'd put on the shirt?
Oh, I'm not giving any of it out.
Oh, you're not sharing nothing.
No, because like these are going to be perfect.
Okay. Are they going to be person specific?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you're going to actually pick a person and go, all right, this phrase is going with this person?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
All right.
Because I think that'd be so funny.
I think that would be good.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. So who all are we going to include? Let's put the list. Let's throw it down.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we know Mike, Kate.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom.
Yeah.
And his wifey.
Yeah. Us.
So there's what, 8?
Something like that. Who else we got?
Mom.
Yeah, but who else we got?
Would any of the girls that you had over for your get together?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of them might.
Yeah.
Maybe Janelle.
Yeah.
She might come.
Bree.
Yeah.
She'd probably do it. She seems like she would do something like that.
She'd find it hilarious.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, like we could have quite a few people.
Yeah, we could make this like an event. We need to start scheduling events.
Okay, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
We'll circle back to that too, guys.
Ooh, why don't we do it as a New Year event?
Ooh, we could.
Yeah, like Happy New Year's, fuckers. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah. I like that
Maybe.
idea.
So anyway, I also want to tell everybody something because I had the best epiphany last night.
Okay.
And you weren't as excited about it as I had hoped you would be.
Well, honey, you have quite a few epiphanies throughout the day.
That's actually accurate. Too.
And so, like, I try and,
just reserve your excitedness is
yes,
what I was going to say.
And balance it out so that way I can go, instead of being like, oh my God, like super excited for the first one. And then like, oh, that's cool. For the last one, I can just kind of balance it out.
Ugh. Anyways,
Ugh.
It's always something. I said to him last night, I said, you know how Snoop is like America's uncle? That's what I've decided.
Yeah.
I said, you know who America's big brother is? He said, who? I said, Shaq.
And it's true.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I would think so.
I think so.
Yeah. Literally big brother.
Yeah.
Like physically, like huge. 7.5 foot
There's
tall.
that too.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny.
So you got Big Brother Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Uncle Snoop.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get Dre in the mix somewhere.
Well, I stopped, and I don't know if this is inappropriate, but I'm going to say it anyway. Imagine that.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
I said, is it weird that my family's all black thus far? He
Yeah.
said, nope, it tracks.
Yeah, it tracks. It's on point with just who you are.
Just me as a whole.
Yeah.
That's what we got, guys.
It's okay. It'll be fine. Should have
Oh,
buff
my
out.
gosh.
So, have you had any interesting interactions with people in your workplace as of
No,
late?
not people, but I will tell you this. So, you know how everybody is like, oh, hospitals have to be haunted. I don't doubt that they probably are, but
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and say, like, especially during COVID when we had so much death, that there were certain areas in the hospital that felt a little creepier than others, so to speak. But I've never had one specific area of the hospital ever be, like, scary until recently. And I thought that was interesting. There's a bank of rooms, and I always kind of get irked out by those rooms. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really said anything to anybody. Well, then I had a patient in one of them, and this was a long time ago too, like long time ago. He proceeded to tell me that he could see demons.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, so I got weirded out by that because I don't even like talking about stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm already uncomfortable.
I feel like if you talk about it, it brings
open it up.
Yeah, it brings it more to light.
And I don't like that either. That makes me uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, and I truly thought it was the medication talking. It was not. This went on for days. And then he'd be like, they're in the room.
And you're like, okay, I
And I'm
gotta
like,
go check on somebody else now.
I gotta go. No, I tried to be as professional about it as I could be and tried to be understanding without feeding into it, which that's a tough line to be on sometimes.
Yeah, especially something like that, yeah.
So again, this was months and months ago. Then in the same bank of rooms, there was a patient that said they saw the devil. And I was just
He the devil.
I was just like, God, I'm uncomfortable. Like, this is weird, right? Like, So one of the nurses was telling me about this, and I guess they asked said patient about what the devil looked like, and they said, it looks like Pennywise, but with a scratched off face. And I was like, what a representation.
That's an interesting, yeah.
So somebody jokingly said, we need to sage up in here. And I'm like, well, they don't. I stopped and very seriously said, well, they don't allow, lighters and flames in the building, but I do have sage spray. Everybody stopped and was like,
what?
I said what I said.
Yeah.
I go, here. I got it right here.
A little spritzer.
And they were like, oh, you weren't joking. And I was like, I've become that person. I'm the weird girl.
Well, honestly, I think you started carrying that during COVID. And this actually leads into, you were talking about like specific spots at the hospital and things that kind of changed when COVID happened. Do you think that there's that possibility that since there was so much death so quickly in such a confined area that you had almost like a spiritual waiting room there?
I felt like, honestly, if you want me to be honest, like, I don't know
if that makes sense.
it does make sense. I don't know that we've ever talked about this, let alone I don't know that we've ever talked about anything like this on the podcast before, but I mean, it's no lie. It's no secret. I believe in ghosts and things like that. Again, I am skeptical, whatever. But I've lived through enough that I know.
You've seen some shit.
I know that there's other things out there, right?
Right. Oh, shit.
Jesus. That's why we can't have nice things. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, a spiritual waiting room. I will say that for a long time, every patient I was given was like on the brink of death, and they would always die when I was there.
Right.
And that was like their running joke, kind of.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I think truly because they'll start talking about, I see XYZ, I see my mom, like, and I will just start talking to them because a lot of them couldn't have family.
Right.
So I would hold their hands and I would talk through it, talk to them about it. And I never like try to redirect because I believe that was truly happening.
Yeah, if you're seeing that.
Yeah. So I almost feel like to a certain point, I got to be where I was attractive to things.
Yeah.
And I was bringing things home. Not necessarily bad things or anything like that, but I just feel like I had a lot of people hanging around me.
Yeah, things just kind of traveled.
That didn't need to be there. And so it got to the point where, I won't lie to you, I went to a local metaphysical shop and I bought, it was like Protect and something else. And she gave me a couple options, but I started putting it on the bottom of my shoes. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that mentally is what did it or not, but regardless if it was just that object that mentally triggered that I felt better, I still felt better.
Yeah, you still felt better. It doesn't matter.
So they sprayed the sage, which is where I was getting to, and the patient felt better. And one of the higher up nurses was like, who cares if it works or not? It made them feel better.
Right.
And I said, right. I'm not saying that it is going to, ward off all evil spirits and be the end all be all, but it still makes you feel better. What does it matter?
Right. Yeah. If perception, is what it takes to feel better, if it's all psychosomatic, whatever it is, still the brain, we don't fully understand the brain.
Right.
So, I mean, there could be little triggers and things like that, it makes you feel better.
Do
so
it.
Be it. Yeah, do it.
What's it matter?
Yeah. So.
Just like, I've always loved rocks. Like, even
rocks.
I like rocks. Even as a kid, like, I wanted to be an archaeologist for years.
Yeah.
And we grew up around, like, they're geodes now. Like, now I know what they are. Because we grew up in the middle of nowhere and had a creek, running through the property that had been there for years.
Little crick.
Yeah. Where my mom and dad built a house when I was really little. Yeah. And I've always loved them. And so just like I pick up rocks or crystals now. Mm-hmm. And again, they may not work. I don't know, but they're pretty, and I like them.
You like them.
And that's all that matters.
And let's just say this. You and the fucking 4-leaf clovers.
Oh, yeah.
You just continue to find them.
I actually hadn't found any in a while.
And then all of a sudden, boop, there was.
We were walking out, and I just happened to look down, and it was like, there was like, not moisture.
Dew.
Dew on the grass, yeah. I just happened to glance down. I go, oh, look. My mom goes, you did not find another one. And I was like,
Yep,
sure did.
it's crazy how you find them, and they just kind of just pop
out.
in you. Yeah, they stick out for some reason. It's almost like you have this radar with your eyes.
Well, I think now that I'm looking into more of the ADHD things, not that I want it to be my whole personality, that makes sense because we look at patterns.
And you can kind of hyper focus. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think that's what mine is.
Interesting.
Also, because I'm not very lucky, let's be honest.
You're luckier than
the most. That's true. I shouldn't take that for granted.
Yeah.
So.
But you also work hard too, so that kind of plays in a
There's
bit.
that.
You know,
Yeah.
just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
So not too long ago, we went and had some fun at my work event.
Oh, is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah. So we obviously this episode's going to release right around Halloween. Actually, I think the day before Halloween this year. And not too long ago, we went to my work's trunk or treat event that we did up in Gas City.
I went for moral support.
Yep. My lovely wife was nice enough to come along and deal with the gaggle of children and all this other stuff.
Oh, so many screaming children.
Yeah. The one thing that I take away from it is that, and this is going to date me, this is going to make me look and sound old, but
the first step is admitting it.
You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I don't understand why 12-year-olds are walking around dressed like slutty witches. I've never understood that.
It wasn't just slutty. Like, it was
like, I can see your unborn baby that you're going to have in 12 years.
like, it was wild.
Yeah.
And it really shocked me.
Yeah.
Because you are out there. First of all, it's the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Second of all, you are out there with little kids running around everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, where are I hate to be that person, but where are your parents?
Yeah. Yeah. It's so weird. Like, to get to that age, and it's like, we basically almost have an adult child, and seeing, I couldn't imagine that, like, if we had a little girl.
Yeah.
And that just being like that.
That would make me so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's just, it's weird.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Yeah. And, all good with body positivity and all this other stuff, and, do what you want with your life. But at the same time, there's,
Let's have some forethought, though, it's all about
as a child,
person, place, and time. You know what I mean? That's not the place.
Mm-mm.
That ain't the time.
No, so I found that just weird and interesting, and just like how that has changed. I mean, obviously when we were younger, yeah, you still had like somewhat slutty Halloween costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah, but usually it was like teenagers. These were not teenagers.
No,
by
these were
any
preteens.
stretch. Yeah, by any stretch of the imagination.
Like
I
back
think that's what shocked me the most.
Yeah, like back in our day, we would see like 17, 18, 19-year-olds dressing like that. All right, that's kind of on that cusp where it's like,
You kind of expect it.
Right, they're kind of getting to that age. But then you've got like 10, 11, 12-year-olds.
Yeah,
like,
it's weird. So weird.
Yeah. I don't get it.
I didn't like it. It was uncomfortable.
No, I don't like it.
No, thank you.
So yeah, it was definitely an interesting event, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. It really was.
So
10 out of 10, don't recommend.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, hard pass. But we'll do it again next year.
Can't wait.
You're gonna find every possible reason to be working and not come.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I know. You'll pick up a shift. You'll be like, guys, call me into work. Call me into work. I don't want to go.
Please just call me into work.
I don't want to do it. So
that's crazy.
Well, on the circling back to that kind of holidays topic and whatnot, we started talking the other day, you and I, about trying to do like a mega episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like a big holiday episode where we have everybody on.
But I don't know that we're there yet.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like it might be way too overwhelming for everybody involved, including the listeners.
I don't know. Like, because I feel, I'm not talking about 20 people here.
No.
I'm talking like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Something like that. Because we have the capability to do that.
I'm claustrophobic.
But I wouldn't do it here in the studio. we would have to do it down in like our bourbon room or our big living room or something like that. And we would have to just kind of create a space for it. But I think it could be fun if we had everybody on. What if we did like a white elephant exchange on the podcast with everybody?
Hold on.
Oh,
what if we did the T-shirts then?
As like gifts?
As our exchange.
We could.
That might make it more interesting.
That might make it more interesting.
Anyway, thoughts.
We'll have to build into that. If anybody has any comments or suggestions,
ideas, let us know.
Yeah, throw it at us because I know it's been a couple weeks since you've heard our horrible voices.
My horrible voice is radio voice. Let's be honest.
But give us some feedback and let us know.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, we could have a lot of fun with that, doing like a holiday, funky, like inappropriate T-shirt kind of episode. Like, yeah, I think that could be really cool. That could be really cool.
Yeah. And then they have to wear it during the whole episode.
Yes. Yeah, I see the smoke churning.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like
it's coming out from your headphones a little bit.
Not a prize, but like a loser or some. I don't know what determines loser yet.
Or we do
has to wear it to their family get together
and photo document it.
There's ideas.
So yeah, maybe we need to have some kind of like holiday white elephant.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
The contest on top of it.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah,
guys, we'll let you know what's happening.
Oh yeah, we're gonna work on that. I like that.
Yeah, this could get out of control real fast, but I like it.
But it could get real fun real fast too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So no, I'm good. I like it.
So on that note,
yeah,
it's time.
I know. We're basically there.
That's good. It's a good feeling to feel like I had enough this time
to talk about.
Yeah, I enjoyed that very much, guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully you missed us enough that you came back again. We appreciate it.
Yes, very much.
Please don't forget to follow us on all the socials.
TikTok.
Oh yeah, Jason loves the TikTok now.
Hey, you know what? I don't necessarily sit there and scroll TikTok, but I try and use the platform to inform people about what we're doing. It's an informative platform.
I like to scroll. I'm a scroller.
I know. You lay in bed and scroll until
I can't until I'm like
Yeah, your phone falls on your face.
Yeah, I thought I busted my tooth that one time.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. So yeah, let's end it on that note. But follow us on the socials, and we definitely want some feedback. We want some ideas.
Yeah, some ideas. Let's figure this out. Let's make this terrible.
We've laid the groundwork, and you know what? Maybe we could make it where we invite a listener or two to come on.
We could.
Yeah, like our avid listeners, somebody that comments a lot or talks to us a lot.
Which we have a good couple handfuls of those.
Yeah, like have somebody actually come on and be a part of that. I think that would be really fun.
They could be our secret Santa.
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. Let us know.
Yes.
And with that, we out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. Make sure to share and like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/The Adventures of E and on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@Adventures of E. See you next time.